Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
We're talking with Jim Pettit. He's the president and CEO of Aben Resources Limited, online at AbenResources.com. Welcome to the show, Jim.
Thank you very much. Good to be here again.
How are things progressing for the Forrest Kerr gold project?
Well, they're actually moving along well. Haven't had a lot of news out lately, but we've got the data compilations complete. It was huge to get through because of the amount of information available to us, from the last 30 years. Over 100 drill holes and almost 20,000 soil and rock samples. It's all been vetted and compiled and put into priority targets or areas we want to go concentrate on this year. So we're getting ready to go. We've got about 4 regions we want to go at hard. We're planning to drill. We'll start at 2,000 meters and see where we go from there. We hope to be in there by mid to end of June. It really depends on the weather and the snowpack and how it's going away. But it's all good. It's all real good.
What are the highlights you hope to achieve?
Well, we've got 3 areas that we'd like to drill right away, and they're areas that had significant success in the past, and they're basically concentrated to the upper to middle half of the property. There's an area there that way back Noranda came up with a hole that was 33.5 grams over 11 meters. That's called the boundary zone. And not a lot of follow-up. And probably because they were looking for a specific geologic target like VMS, and that's not what you're finding there. Finding more of a structurally controlled environment, kind of like Pretium. There's another region called the Carcass that had a lot of good success in holes, ranging from what I would call, not bad grades like 2 to 3 gram over 10 meters to about 10 grams over 29 meters. And, so there's good follow-up potential there. It's about a 4-kilometer long soil anomaly that looks really good. And then as we head south of the boundary, there's a whole region there we want to tap into. That's all the right geologic structure. It's what they call lithologic structure is perfect. It's where all of the discoveries have been found in, and it hasn't had a lot of work simply because the access back in the old days was very difficult. It's much easier for us today.
How are the other projects looking?
The other projects are coming along well. We're hoping to get into the Chico this fall just to keep the momentum going, because the Forrest Kerr projects, that whole region's limited basically for field exploration to probably 5 months of the year. So I'd like to get into late November, get into the Chico, which is in Saskatchewan, just straight south of the old Claude Resources that Silver Standard bought. And then since then, Silver Standard's increased their land position almost down to the northern end of our property. And they've had some recent success for discovery on the in the Santoy deposit area, which is, just 35 kilometers to our north. But we're on the same structure there. So I've got a IP survey being done. Should be starting in about a month. And then we're ready to drill. And I think probably, depending on the financing going on, it could be this summer, but it'll probably be after freeze up, so we can get in there and just keep the interest going, because that's a very viable area to drill. We know exactly where we want to drill. We just want to be a little smarter when we do it by getting this IP survey done. And then the Justin project up in the Yukon. I've got a grant application in to do some work up there this year, and it's getting a lot of attention. That area is because of Golden Predator, and we're actually tied right onto them. And that's a big structural control, intrusive related project, that quite often you end up with a lot of high grade veining going on as you get away from the intrusion. And I think, but if you're fortunate enough to be right at the intrusion or on the edge of it, you can have like a Fort Knox environment. So we're sitting on this massive intrusion. We've got our historic drilling that we did back in 2012. We hit in 10 out of 12 holes. So we're sitting on something good there. We're hoping to be able to get up there this year, probably be in the summer. Don't know if we'll do more drilling, but there is some more field work we want to do. And you know, potentially maybe what Golden Predator is looking at is the extension of what we've got, right? We look at it as the engine, and they've got the stuff distal to it. So it's all pretty exciting.
Jim, where is Aben Resources listed?
It's on the TSX Venture. It's ABN.V, and it's also on the Pinks down in the States, ABN AF. And
if people needed to contact you, how would they do it?
You can call my office at 604-687-3376. You can find us on the internet, www.abenresources.com.
Thank you so much for the update.
You bet.
We've been speaking with Jim Pettit, President and CEO of Aben Resources, online at abenresources.com. We were chatting on May 9th. I'm Jim Goddard.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at howstreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.